Hi, hello, up here. We were in here earlier having dinner with our friend Sam I Am.
You mean Will I Am?
Oh.
Is that what you call him? That's weird. I don't like
That
that.
is weird.
No, listen, anyway, we were here and Will.i.am thinks he left his phone at the table, so we need to check the table.
I'd like to check the table for the phone, if you don't mind.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Look at me. Oh, God. We need to check the table for the phone.
Fine. This way.
Wow, I just wasted half my life.
Triple on.
Well, that was just a big, fat waste of time. Thank you for all of your help, and I am being sarcastic. Mother.
That was a clip from Date Night, one of the big movies playing near you. You're watching The Film Fix. I'm Jonathan W. Hickman, and this is my co-host,
Jeff Marker.
And we saw a couple of movies this week, and we're going to give you our thoughts. Jeff, you saw The Runaways?
I saw The Runaways, and you saw Date Night.
I
which is
did.
The biggest release this week.
I did. It's a very big release, a very funny movie. Date Night stars Steve Carell and Tina Fey as a boring married couple who decide to venture out into the city on their date night. And they find themselves embroiled in a mess that involves a mobster played by Ray Liotta and a couple of dirty cops.
This is our home.
No. Hey, no, it's not. This is your home. This is your home. Come on home. I love you.
Okay.
I love you.
I love you so much.
Hey, how are we supposed to get this to Miletto?
Miletto,
Joe Miletto, the guy that you're blackmailing.
you two are far from home, aren't you?
Date Night features a great cast. We've got Steve Carell and Tina Fey and a lot of really great supporting players. Do Carell and Fey show a little chemistry in this movie?
Oh gosh, yeah. I mean, they have great chemistry, and that's going to be the best thing I can say about the movie. When they're together and when they're dealing with married people angst, the movie really works. And what's really neat about the movie is that Steve Carell and Tina Fey, you can actually believe that they could be a married couple. You know, this isn't, I hate to pick on Philip Seymour Hoffman, but this isn't like Philip Seymour Hoffman being married to Cameron Diaz necessarily, or David Spade with Heather Locklear or something. Oh, that did happen. But the point is that they look really credible, and their interaction as married couple really works. Now, the movie kind of loses its way a little bit as it gets into the mobster subplot involving Ray Liotta, who, always plays a good mobster. We remember him from Goodfellas. It also has Taraji P. Henson, who was nominated for the Oscar for Benjamin Button. I had a chance to actually talk with her about that movie, and she's just lovely. Here she plays a tough cop, and I think that part of the subplot works. But overall, it's not very sophisticated. But the movie is darned funny. It's a very broad comedy. This couple, they venture out into the city, they get lost, they lose their cell phones, they lose their credit cards and everything. So, it's stuff that I think people can relate to, and I think it would make a good date night movie, which I think is what they were going for.
How fitting. Is it a little bit like the Outer Towners and the original In-Laws sort of vibe?
Absolutely. The Out of Towners, the Jack Lemmon film, certainly that is going to come to everybody's mind. But I leaned over to a critic after seeing this movie, Date Night, and I felt like it harkened back to the Martin Scorsese film After Hours in a way, certainly as they got deeper into exploring the city. Perhaps that John Landis film Into the Night really reminded me a little of that. Both 80s films, and they're remaking a lot of 80s films these days. Mark Wahlberg is also in the cast, and he doesn't have his shirt on the entire movie, it seems like. And Steve Carell has a lot of fun. Keep telling him, well, for the love of God, would you put your shirt on? I really liked the movie when Steve Carell and Tina Fey acted like a married couple, but the rest of the movie is kind of weak and unsophisticated.
So it's a little short on story, but long on comedy. Would you recommend it?
I would definitely say I got my fix out of this one. The thing is, it's a comedy, and we cut a lot of slack in the story part of the comedy. But had they beefed up the narrative a little bit on the subplot, I think that this would have been something, we really liked The Hangover last year. And the reason we liked The Hangover, it went in all these different directions, but the story really hung together all the way through to the end. This doesn't really hang together all the way to the end. There's kind of a Blues Brothers thing going on at one point when they're being chased by a number of cops. It irritated me because when that much is destroyed on camera, and you'll see it's a big pile up, I just shake my head and I go, gosh, why? And stuff like that. But I think the movie worked, and I definitely got my film fix from date night.